So I've always loved Korean rock music. It's always been like a thing for me. So when Diane Kwan, the producer, contacted me about the project, I was just like, yes, yes, please. Because like, I mean, K-pop is great. I love K-pop. I grew up around it. But anytime I would see anything related to Korean rock, I'd just be like, where did this come from? Like, it's not a system thing. It's not like, is it indie? Like, where is it from? I love this. This is great. Like, more, please. So this project has all of that in it. It has just Korean musicians talking about like just so many more things with so much more honesty than I've ever seen anywhere. And I just feel really lucky that they trusted us to be able to share their story. And so we're just thrilled to be able to share their story with the world because there aren't as many nuanced conversations about that as there should be. Like everyone wants like something sort of dramatized or something sort of ripped from the headlines, and they don't really show like the true experience of people who've been through the system, have made their own choices and chose their own path. And I think that's what I love about the guys in their story. Like they really did choose each other. They chose to choose to follow their destiny and they forged it. And I think especially now, the way things are, like seeing people who follow their dreams and make it through everything is the kind of message that I think we all need right now. So that we all can sing our own songs too. It is the greatest privilege and the greatest honor. And we just feel so lucky to be here at Tribeca in the greatest city in the world. I lived in New York for like 15 years, so I very much feel that way. Because yeah, it's like the Frank Sinatra thing. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, right? And so we feel like the Rose deserves this stage, and we're just more than happy to be here to share this with the festival and with the fans. Like we've heard that fans have come from very far away to be able to watch the film. So we're just so glad that it's here and we're able to share it.
Tribeca is my backyard festival. So I'm based in Brooklyn. I love to be here. I love to have films here. Besides the fact that the commute is really easy, it sure beats Spark City. Um, I love the community. I love the culture. I love the energy of the festival. So Diane Kwan, who is the lead producer on this project, brought it to me. And I have to say, I didn't know much about the world. But as I started to look at the team, as I started to understand the story that they were trying to tell, I felt really, really inspired to be a part. It's not just a film about music. It's not just a film about a band. It's a film that resonates on a variety of levels in terms of trying to figure out who you are. Where do you fit in the world? I think I understand K-pop as a machine. I understand that world as a business. And I understand that at the end of the day, human beings are at the center of that business. And so the rose to me is a response to that whole calculus that says, let's not forget, these are people. There's human beings at the center of the equation. As we look at AI, the emergence of AI, let's not forget there's a real value to the people, the personalities and the centers. But we were led by an incredible director in Eugene. And Eugene understands this world. He's to the manner born, as they said. So in many ways, we just simply needed to trust the director to guide the story and to guide it ultimately where we hoped it would go and where it did go.
And what we loved about the Rose is their approach to music. They're multi instrumentalists, they're singer songwriters, and they're really more like a Coldplay or kind of this tradition of alt pop indie rock. We wanted to use the film as a vehicle to show that this culture is not monolithic and for the world to see Asian men as sexy, badass rock stars and not just like boy band. It feels amazing. I mean, I've been really lucky. Our small company has had a number of movies at the festival, and we won it a couple of years ago. So, love this festival, love New York City, went to school here, tons of friends here. Any excuse to get back to New York for Tribeca is welcome. And every time it feels like a special new experience. Every film is new and unique. The dominance of Asian diasporic cultures is something we're very interested in as a company and as filmmakers. These global cultural centers like South Asia, Southeast Asia, Korea, Japan, LATAM,
have created K-pop, reggaeton, some of the biggest cultural movements around the world, and obviously in America, hip hop, right? What we loved about this story is it's really not a K-pop story, because the band members all come out of that training system, um, but separated, met each other, started their own band to do it their own way. And so there's this sort of like rebel indie rock kind of artistic freedom message in the movie that we just thought was important and timely. And we couldn't have predicted how culturally urgent it would be right now for artists to be able to do it their own way. They're really engaged with their fans. Their fans know a lot about them. They're very open and vulnerable. And so people kind of know a lot about their journey. And so unless we could go behind the scenes, we didn't, we wouldn't have had a movie. And really, Eugene, our filmmaker, and the guys, the band, they allowed us in and were open, vulnerable, transparent, and real. And that's what makes the movie special. Yeah.
You know, it's our first time ever having a documentary, and it's our first time ever coming to a premiere. Even just like a film festival, it's our first time doing that in our careers. So it's really overwhelming in a good way. And we're just happy that we get to show a little part of 8, 9 years of the Rose and what we've been through. We can't show you the whole thing, then it will be like 10 hours. So we're showing you the compact, detailed version. So we're very excited for people to know. Yeah.
You know, past 7, 8 years, we've been saying what we wanted to say for our whole life. So it's actually very natural, and it's a just an extension of what we were doing. Yeah.
Or us just writing music. That's just like the normal Rose. Yeah, yeah. Because we got a house at Coachella when we performed there, and we stayed there for 2 weeks writing new records. So and there's a little bit of that's in there too. So maybe that's like the most natural thing that people could see. Yeah. To be honest, I don't think there was. We didn't think there was any more to evolve into our bond wise. We lived together for like 3 years already. We're traveling like all year basically just with us. We see each other more than our families. So, but then doing this documentary definitely made us communicate deeper and talk about stuff that we haven't talked about for a long time. Yeah, yeah.